Welcome to Just a Thought, a podcast for misfits who've turned self reflection into a lifestyle. Around here, we get into the messy stuff mental health, connection, and the daily chaos of being a human. It's kind of like therapy, but with some sarcasm and fewer copays. I'm your host, Purple Energy, and every week we'll obsess over one subject we know best ourselves. Because if you're going to spiral, why not make it about yourself? This is Just a Thought.
Today's episode isn't here to inspire you to hustle. It's not about productivity or healing or fixing anything. Today is just about being. If you've ever been carrying too much for too long, if you're tired of thoughts, tired of pressure, tired of trying, I get it. Me too. Let's sit in it together because no one should be alone. Life has a way of draining you to a level of exhaustion. Sometimes it's like, you know how they say, I'm sick or tired of being sick or tired? It's one of those where it's like your soul cannot find the right language of how you are feeling, but you know that you are feeling something. You know that your energy isn't in balance. Maybe it's because you're restless. It could be because you had so many thoughts. It could be that you're constantly just moving and your body is just tired from it all. It needs a major break because life requires so much from us where it feels like it's just never ending. Between the kids, wrestling with the dog, running off to work, coming back home cooking, then starting your side hustle, helping them with their homework, putting them off to bed. By the time you do all these things, it's about 10 o'clock. And you really didn't dedicate no time to yourself. And your body is screaming, wondering, where are you on the calendar of your busyness? Yes, you have a checklist of things to do, and you're being productive each day because you have this bingo calendar. But what if you just didn't do any of it? What if you just sat in the grief from a loss of a loved one? What if you just sat in the grief of the loss of an opportunity that you really wanted? What if you sat in the grief of the heartbreak? What if you just sat in the grief of the financial stress? What if you just sat in the grief of it in the moment and gave yourself permission to just be? Just be pissed, just be angry, just be sad, just be disappointed, just be not positive, but just to be human and to feel in this moment. This moment matters. This moment is just as important as the bingo calendar, as a to-do list, as the things that keep you busy. This moment matters. It needs your attention, but in a different way. It needs your attention without the busyness. It needs your attention without the scrolling. It needs your attention without the sensory overload. Burnout is real. It's a real thing. People think that they're having midlife crisis, and it's really not a crisis. Your body is fucking tired. It's tired from always being busy. That is not a crisis. That is a burnout, and your body needs rest to just be human in this moment. We crave the need to be busy. I remember when they started to push the propaganda of busy culture. And the funny thing was, I saw it, but I didn't see it. Like, I was fresh for ideas of what I wanted for myself. And you get up, you read these news articles, and you're just like the busy culture has a way of inspiring you to make you feel like it's not a bad thing, but this is the thing is giving you juice. It is giving you motivation. It's giving you encouragement. Yoo-hoo! Yes, let's keep going. But in all reality, they fed us a lot. We became robots where we don't think or do anything on our own without being overly stimulated and titillated by buzzwords. and inspiring videos that keeps us on this hamster wheel of doing more, of output, of exerting oneself past the level of exhaustion. They say the human body is capable. If you just put your mind to it, you can do it. All these quote unquote motivational, but yet it is forcing us to do the very thing that they want us to do without us even realizing that we're relinquishing our own control. We're relinquishing our autonomy to say no. That is the beauty about this human experience, that we all get to choose our own autonomy. And there's liberation in that. When you decide to do something different and be something different, there's truth behind that. There's courage behind that. It's freedom behind that. It is not laziness, lack of authority, or ability to adapt. It's saying, hey, I see that everybody's going this way and this way isn't working for me. And I want to try something different. And that's okay. No one has to be on that lane with you. That path is carved out for you and you alone. It is not a group discussion. No one needs to amen you. No one needs to financially support you. No one needs to even motivate you. It is a path that is uniquely yours and it belongs to no one. They make you feel like when you have chosen your autonomy, when you've chosen your freedom, when you have chosen to be something different and get out of the survival mode, it's like now everyone around you wants to reduce you. They want to poke fun of you. They want to be around. Like, you ever think about kids in a schoolyard where the bully wants to pick on this one person and everybody comes around and the, we're going to say victim for better lack of word, is in the middle and everybody is pointing and saying, aha, look at you. They're trying to make you feel weak for choosing to just be away from the hustle culture. It's not right. It is not right to be bullied for choosing yourself. It is not right to be bullied for wanting rest. It is not right at all. You get to choose. You get to choose peace. You get to choose having a self-care Saturday. You get to choose to have a day that is designed just for you to turn off the world and connect with yourself and just be in the moment of your body and loving on yourself, caring for yourself, or just reading a book. That is loving on yourself. Going for a walk. That is nurturing yourself. Eating healthy. That is you caring for yourself. Stillness isn't failure. Let me say that again. Stillness isn't failure. Stillness isn't weakness. Actually, it's your birthright. We have to have a moment of downtime. Why do you think we sleep? Sleep is supposed to restore us. It's supposed to do the repair in the middle of the night. But if you're not sleeping properly, is your body repairing? If you're having thoughts run through your mind in the middle of the night, does your brain have time to turn off? If you are worried about the mortgage, the rent, the car note, how is your brain and your body in a restful state? It's not. Now, I know some of you are like, well, how do you not worry and how do you not stress? Here is the thing. It's normal. I know people have told you if you read this 10-step program, it's going to relinquish worry. Well, I'm here to tell you, worry is a part of the human experience. Stress is a part of the human experience. Now, how one stress and how one worries is going to vary person by person. Somebody may stress and they'll lose weight. Somebody may stress and they'll overeat. Some people may stress and go to sleep. Some people will worry and their hair fall out. Some people will worry and they will walk themselves or work out to oblivion. Some people will worry and just sit down and do nothing. Why? Because everybody is experiencing this difficult moment in their bodies differently. And I or anyone else can tell you how to do it. But the how to is up to you. You can't take my quote unquote blueprint and make it work for you because you have to critique what I've given to you. Better yet, you got to customize it. We all like customize materialistic things. But when it comes to customizing our lives individually, we don't want to do that. It's like, oh no, throw that away, honey. You better give me the plan from A to Z. But why not customize someone else's blueprint for yourself so you can give yourself permission to just be in this moment? Worry, stress, anxiety are all just signals saying, hey, look at me. You haven't noticed X, Y, Z. You haven't noticed that my body is changing. You haven't noticed that this is staying with me longer. You haven't noticed that I need to just be held right now. You haven't noticed that I need you, not a person, not a thing, not a book, not a coach, not a therapist. Your body needs you to be present with how it is feeling in this moment. And for me, that took time. That took me time to learn that because I was reading so many different self-help books and then I will put something into practice for 2 weeks. So I would say, let me test this theory out and let me do this for 2 weeks. And I would commit for those 2 weeks. And then I would say, okay, I think it worked. Let me commit to another 2 weeks. And then we roll over to the next month. And then I'm back to worry again. And then I'm out of my state of stillness and life is happening and it is moving and I'm still sitting there and I'm stagnant and I'm like, now I feel fucking stuck. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, how the hell do we get here now? So how do we get out of this? And I'm sitting there like, I can't believe this has happened. And then I stop reading what others were telling me what worked best for me. And I can just hear my spirit saying, sit with me. Sit with me. And when I sat with my spirit, it was scary because I naturally am a thinker and I'm emotional, not like emotional boohoo crying, but like I'm an empath so I can feel emotions in my body. And sometimes I do things with them and sometimes I do nothing with them. And my spirit wanted me to sit with them, not to do nothing, but to sit with them to understand. And that is scary. That is scary. I mean, because you don't know how you were actually internalizing the world or your situation. And that moment of unknown is scary. I am not gonna lie to you guys. Like it'd be feeling like, oh, okay, I didn't know I was feeling like that. And how do I handle that? And what else do you want from me? And you know what? I don't know how to give you what you're asking me. I remember when my spirit was like, it's a whole new world where you're gonna be, and I need you to be here. And I remember just saying, I don't know how to be what you're asking me. I don't. You're asking me to be in this new world. Okay, what does that actually look like? I don't understand. Like, is there danger up ahead? Like, is there pain? Is there sorrow? Because I don't want to feel pain. Like, hear me, I can go through a lot of things, but the weight of pain feels so unfreaking bearable. It feels unbearable. And I'm like, now how I'm supposed to sit in this and just be with this? And I had to stop panicking because the moment my spirit asked me to do something, it was like I went into warrior mode immediately. It was like, okay, you're asking me to do something that I don't agree with. So here's how this is going to work. And then I started to give out this list, right? After I got out the panic. And then my body was like, see, no, you're fighting me. I'm asking you to just be in this new world. I didn't tell you you had to do X, Y, Z. I didn't say I'm requiring you to do this. I didn't say you had to exert this strength. I didn't say I need you to give me a comment. I said I needed you to just be in this new space. And that took for me to not move in my own human strength. Okay, that baby, that hit a little different because I am very much like if something is happening, I am about to plan it out of how I'm about to get through this thing. Okay, I understand that my plan is not going to be 100% bulletproof, but in my mind, at least I have something versus nothing. Okay, and when you have to just be, you literally have nothing. Be means just that, do nothing. Sit down and do nothing. Matter of fact, if you can turn your thoughts off, turn those off too. Why? Because rest does not require feedback. Let me say that again. Rest does not require feedback. Rest requires you to just relax the tension in your body, relax your mind, and be in the moment of now. Now, I know you guys are thinking, okay, so how do I be in this moment of now? How do I get myself there? There are a few ways that we can do this. One is breathing techniques. Now, before you tell me breathing techniques don't work, hear me. If you were saying that a breathing technique doesn't work, it means that when you have went into the exercise, you went in with the mindset of this is not going to work. So in this moment, I need you to pull back your thought of it's not going to work and tell yourself in this moment, I am just going to try. That's all you're going to say. I'm going to give myself this moment to try. Going with that mindset, once you have conditioned your mind that you're going in with a try, check in with your body and see how it is feeling before you then proceed into the breathing exercise. And when you are breathing, I don't want you to just like breathe in and out. Okay, I'm breathing out. No, I want you to slow down your rhythm. We all have a natural rhythm in our bodies. And so you're getting yourself back to your natural rhythm. So when you're listening to someone tell you to breathe in and out, actually you're not getting back into your rhythm. You're connecting with their rhythm, essentially. So I don't need you to do that. I don't even want you to listen to me even tell you how to breathe, right? Which I'm not going to do. I'm not going to do a breathing exercise here. I don't want you to YouTube a breathing exercise. You already know consciously what the breathing exercises are because you've done them before. So what you're going to do is when your mind and body is relaxed and it's no longer resisting the breathing exercise, you're then going to go in and hear your own voice telling you to breathe in and out. And you're going to put your hand over your heart and you're going to feel and connect with the rhythm of how your body is naturally moving. When you do that, you will realize, okay, my heart is beating at a fast pace. Then you will begin to hear, or as I would like to say, feel, because essentially you are hearing your blood because you're quiet and you're sitting in it. But you're also feeling your blood because it's inside of you. And so as your hand is over your heart, you can feel your blood is either going to be hot, is either going to be warm, or it's going to be cold. Now, if you are anemic, naturally your hands and feet is cold, right? So for you, those are dealing with low iron. I want you to do the same thing. So I want you to release the resistance. Once your body is in the rhythm of okay, it's agreeing with you, I want you to lay down on the floor or bed and lift your feet up above your head. Then I need you to put your feet just straight up vertically like an L. Why? Because you need your blood to rush back down. All your blood is filtering through your feet. So once you bring your blood back down, it essentially warms you up. And then you can go into then do the breathing exercises. For my people who enjoy nature, shout out to you. I'm gonna need you to go and sit in that. Go outside. Go find you a green space and connect with nature. Naturally, if you are a cardinal sign, you have to connect with nature. Naturally, it is in your DNA to do that. Taurus, also Virgo, and Capricorns are earth signs, right? They connect with nature naturally. Now, that doesn't mean that the rest of you cannot, but naturally find out what your sign is and connect with yourself based on how your sign is genetically connected. But earth, greenery, we all can connect with that. Why? Because it's something about nature that naturally brings us back into the circadian rhythm of our bodies. Because if you listen to the morning, have you ever woke up and the house was quiet and all you can hear was the wind? Literally, you can hear earth moving. Now, some people may live in a city, and so you're going to have to wake up before people in a city wake up, meaning before the cars start beeping and honking and going crazy. Wake up before then, and you can feel the vibration of earth moving. And that puts you back in your natural circadian rhythm. Another way that you can connect with yourself, and this one I love because it is through touch. There are two ways, maybe even three. I'm just going to give you my top three because they work every time. One is when I'm trying to get focused and my mind is going crazy. Between your eyebrows is where your third eye is, right? You're going to put your palm of your finger and just to begin to gently rub that area. Not hard, slow motions of stroke. And then you will feel your body start to bring your focus to that sensation. And once your body connects with that sensation, I want you to stop rubbing and slowly begin to tap like you are tapping your finger on a table. But you're tapping between your third eye to bring back focus. And you'll do this for a few times. I'm not going to give you a number set because your body will naturally tell you how many times you need to do this. Another thing that brings me back into my present of now is my feet. Now, you can either touch the bottom of your feet where your toes are, like the palm of your hand, touch the bottom and begin to gently circle motions on your feet. And this will bring you back into this state of now, right? Because all your sensory is connecting with this part of you that realizes, hey, I'm here. Another part, we're still on your feet. The top part, which is the top part of your hand, gently just begin to slowly stroke where your big toe is in your arch and go back and forth. When you go back and forth, again, you're bringing your body blood, you're bringing your neurons, you're bringing all the sensory of every part of you to this motion that you're doing. And your body goes, oh, I'm actually here. Another one of my favorites, and you can use this even when you're stressed, um, is your inner wrist. When you gently circle, the same circling motion that we did with the third eye, you're doing in your inner wrist, and you gently kiss that part of yourself, your body realizes that you are here in the present moment. Now, these work really well when your body is feeling fear, because fear has a way of pulling you to a memory that is not in the present moment, but feels real in this moment. So those techniques helps to bring your body to a level of awareness of where it is in this present moment. And this helps you to get grounded in the moment of right now so you can just be without the demand of the world. No matter what it is, you can, no matter what it is, no matter what it is, this is going to bring you back in focus. But when you are doing it, you have to truly bring yourself into this present state. You cannot be saying, well, I have to go pick the kids up. I got to go do this filming. I have to go finish this project. Oh my gosh, I forgot that I was supposed to pick up the drop. Like, you have to not do any of those things. You have to say to yourself, all those obligations and tasks will be met when I'm done doing this. You have to pencil in you time. And that's why this show is called Just a Thought, right? I start out with a thought, and from those thoughts, I turn into something else. Why? Because I love myself. I love everything that there is about self. And that's what this is. This is telling you that you can get back to yourself in your moment of now and your being. And those demands can wait. They will be handled today, but just not at this present moment. You're giving yourself 5 minutes, 10 minutes, however long that you have set for yourself. And that is you showing a level of care, love, and commitment to yourself in this present moment. The cool thing is You do not have to figure it out all today. You can just be. If all you did was just breathe and get out the bed today, guess what? That's enough. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are here and you matter. It is okay to just be in this moment.
That's it for this week's episode of Just a Thought. Thank you for thinking out loud with me. If something hit home, made you laugh, or made you feel just a little less alone, share it with a fellow misfit. I'm Purple Energy, and remember, your thoughts aren't always real, but they are worth exploring. Until next time, keep obsessing responsibly.